smelled this fragrance, I said, yep, that is it. All hail a beard, it's your boy Big Beard B, and we are back for another edition of Big Beard Business. For those of you new to the channel, I'm B, and on this channel we help you improve your confidence by way of compliments using the wonderful world of fragrance. If this is your second video or more, we ask that you hit the subscribe button so you can come back to rock with your boy. Today we're hopping into a topic that I've done on the channel before, but it's time to revive it and bring it some life. Listen, man, I am often asked on this channel about, well, fragrances. I am a fragrance reviewer, content creator, and as well a creative director. So I guess I'm a good person to talk to when it comes down to fragrances. But more specifically, I get a lot of guys hitting me up talking about fragrances to help them with the ladies. So have no fear, your boy is here. Today I'm going to drop these 5 fragrances to help you with the ladies because, well, these 5 fragrances make women melt. Now, first up on our list today, we have a fragrance that is ambery and it's opulent, and it is also bold and expressive. This fragrance comes from the house of Commodity, and this Commodity fragrance is none other than that of Commodity Velvet Plus. Now, understand the difference between the plus of Commodity Velvet, and Commodity Velvet minus. The plus one is that more bold, expressive, and also more alluring fragrance in my humble opinion. With Velvet Plus, you can expect saffron and amber in the top. In the base here, you get some leather, smoke, and patchouli. And within that mid-range of this scent, you get the beautiful note of roasted almonds, which really, in my opinion, thrives throughout the entire life of this scent. To me, this one is sensual, it's sexy, and it is attractive, and it's a fragrance that gets complimented a lot. So if you're looking for a fragrance to make the ladies melt, especially in that close encounter cuddle buddy activity, this is one that will help you out. But because we have the plus, it's going to reach out and touch them. Now, as we transition to this next fragrance, it is one that I think is often overlooked. While most people are playing around with Tom Ford Noir Extreme or Spice Bomb Extreme, then that allows this one to fly under the radar. But what comes along with that is the lack of familiarity that you may have with that potential special someone. So I'm going to introduce it to you again because it is dope. The fragrance comes from the house of Bulgari, and this one is Bulgari's Man in Black. Now, Man in Black is somewhat different than some of the other fragrances that you can experience from the house of Bulgari, specifically in this man lineup. And to me, they pretty much have something to cover the entire line and spectrum of what you would want from a fragrance. But today we're talking about things that make the ladies melt, and well, this one has it. So in addition to being a seductive scent, it comes along with some things that will perk ladies up a bit and also make you smell like a man. Now, within Bulgari Man in Black, you get some rum, you get leather, and you get spice. This fragrance has this magnetic vibe to it. It's charismatic, but it's also mysterious. There's something about it that is just something you can't put your fingers on. But as the life cycle of this fragrance goes on, it begins to change up a bit, and you begin to get more of that leather as this fragrance dries down. It comes into something that is truly a beautiful scent, and I don't know why people overlook this one. And again, I understand with the popularity of Spice Bomb and Spice Bomb Extreme, as well as that Noir Extreme from the Master of Seduction himself, you want to change things up a bit, make ladies melt because they haven't gotten their nose on this one as much. Be sure to try out Bulgari Man in Black. Now, this next fragrance takes us into the midway point on today's list, and this is one of my fragrances that just kind of is a staple here. I take it with me everywhere that I go when it's time for me to go places. You guys know what I'm talking about if you've been around here. If not, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the B gang, all right? This fragrance comes from the house of Miseras, and this one is Miseras Cedre Bois. This fragrance is like this modern classic scent that does so many things well. Yes, this fragrance does have some similarities to Creed Aventus, but this fragrance is extremely different in its own right. This fragrance does have this smokiness to it, and Cedre Bois does still have, in addition to that smokiness, this fruity appeal to it that just works. This fragrance opens up with citruses as well as spice in the top, and it's a bit fruity there as well. But as this fragrance transitions, you get this leather, you get smoke, and you still maintain a lot of that freshness that you get in the top of this scent, more towards the base. Although it does dissipate a bit, it's not like super dark. This is a scent that I often recommend for those guys out there who want to smell manly, but they still want to smell approachable. And this is a fragrance that does all of those things, and it really just piques the interest of the ladies. So again, if you're looking for one of those scents that are going to make them melt, then go ahead and try yourself this one out from the house of Miseras. Now, I wore this next scent that I want to talk about last week, and I remember walking past my wife and she said, "Whatever you have on smells great." And I was like, She's like, "What do you have on?" And I forgot at that moment, but I immediately remembered and said, "Hold up, wait a minute, let me put some Leighton in it." Listen, man, the fragrance that we're talking about is Leighton from the house of Parfums de Marly, which comes in the number 2 spot. This fragrance does so much when it comes down to it because it has so much in it. But at the end of the day, this fragrance is sexy, it's inviting, obviously it's attractive, it has great performance on it, longevity is there, and it's crowd pleasing to say the least. Leighton is one with coffee, amber, sandalwood, vanilla. It's like almost syrupy, it's sweet, it's warm, it's cozy, it's attractive for sure, and it's going to garner the attention that you are looking for. Spray this one on a cool day and you will be the coolest man in the land, all right? Be sure to try this fragrance out. If you have not tried this fragrance or any of the fragrances that we have talked about or will talk about today, just check down in the description box because I'll have them linked and listed there for you to check out. And the fragrance that I have here in the number 1 spot to make women melt is one that hopefully you have in your collection. If not, you'll click on the links down below and try this one out for sure. Now, I knew this fragrance was going to be a problem at first sniff. I smelled this fragrance, I said, yep, that is it. But when I put it in real world application, that solidified and verified all my personal thoughts and opinions on this scent. This fragrance comes from the house of Initio Parfum Privé, and this one is a part of the Hedonist collection. This was the first fragrance there. So if you are familiar with the brand, then you know what I'm talking about. But if not, well, I am here for you. That's what this channel is all about. This fragrance, again, is the Hedonist collection. The Hedonist is all about being pleasurable. Okay, this fragrance is said to return that pleasurable experience back to fragrance. I think it did it, and I think it will for you when you put this fragrance in real world application. Without any further ado, the fragrance that I'm talking about is none other than that of Rehab from Initio Parfum Privé. This fragrance is one that is extremely pleasurable. It has this nice amount of spice to it. It has the perfect touch of musk to it, and performance, longevity, compliment factor, well, yes, sir, it is all there. Now, although Initio's Rehab has a bunch of raw ingredients, you make sure that you play it safe out there, my friend, because this thing is just top tier. Rehab from Initio Parfum Privé, I often joke about that this one will have you in rehab, because for me, I feel this fragrance is not only going to have you, but that special someone fiending for more over and over again. So make sure that you can keep up. So these are just 5 fragrances that will make the ladies melt. There are plenty others out there. Be sure to comment down below what are your favorite fragrances and what have worked for you. Again, on this channel, what we do is improve your confidence via compliments using the wonderful world of fragrance. As always, I'm your boy, Big Beard B, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend that we are back again. And you already know what I need you to do. Just hit the goddamn